विश्वावसोर्ब्रह्मणा हतः कृमीनागुं राजा अप्येषागुस्तपतिर्रतः अथो मातातो पिता अथो मातातो पिता अथो मातातो पिता अथो स्थूरा अथो शूद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो आशातिका अथाः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे अथाः आहरावद्या श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यं यदमुयमस्य झम्बयोः आददामि तथा हि तत् कण्ठन्मृषि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
सुरमुनि वन्दित विनायका
सुरमुनि वन्दित विनायका
सुरमुनि वन्दित विनायका
सुरमुनि वन्दित विनायका
आनन्ददायक विनायका
आनन्ददायक विनायका
आनन्ददायक विनायका
आनन्ददायक विनायका
हे शिवनन्दन शुभानना
हे शिवनन्दन शुभानना
हे शिवनन्दन शुभानना
हे शिवनन्दन शुभानना
साई गणेश विनायका
साई गणेशा विनायका
साई गणेश विनायका
साई गणेशा विनायका
साई गणेश साई गणेश साई गणेश विनायका
साई गणेशा साई गणेशा साई गणेशा विनायका
साई गणेशा साई गणेशा साई गणेशा विनायका
साई गणेशा साई गणेशा साई गणेशा विनायका
सुरमुनि वन्दित विनायका
सुरमुनि वन्दित विनायका
आनन्ददायक विनायका
आनन्ददायक विनायका
हे शिवनन्दन शुभाननो
हे शिवनन्दन शुभाननो
साई गणेश विनायका
साई गणेशा विनायका
साई गणेशा साई गणेशा 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 साई गणेशा विनायका
सुरमुनि वन्दित विनायका
आनंदमया भगवान हे प्रेममया भगवान
आनंदमया भगवान
आनंदमया भगवान हे प्रेममया भगवान ओ भगवान साई भगवान ओ भगवान साई भगवान आनंदमया भगवान हे प्रेममय भगवान हे करुणानिधे प्रभु साईरा हे करुणानिधे प्रभु साईरा कृपानिधे दिलों के प्राण कृपानिधे दिलों के प्राण ले लो प्रभु मुझे चरण लगा लो ले लो प्रभु मुझे चरण लगा लो दया करो भगवान मुझे कृपा करो भगवान आनंदमया भगवान हे प्रेममया भगवान ओ भगवान साई भगवान आनंदमया भगवान हे प्रेमामया भगवान हे करुणानिधे प्रभु साई राम कृपा निधे दिलों के प्राण ले लो प्रभु मुझे चरण लगा लो दया करो भगवान मुझे कृपा करो भगवान आनंद मया भगवान हे प्रेममया भगवान।
जय जय भवानी माँ, जय जय भवानी माँ, जय जय सत्य साई माँ, जय जय सत्य साई माँ, जय माँ जय माँ, जय दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय माँ जय माँ, जय दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय भवानी माँ, जय जय भवानी माँ। हे दया करो साई माँ, हे दया करो साई माँ, हे कृपा करो साई माँ, हे कृपा करो साई माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ। जय जय भवानी माँ, जय जय भवानी माँ, जय जय सत्य साई माँ, जय जय सत्य साई माँ, जय माँ जय माँ, जय दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय माँ जय माँ, जय दुर्गा भवानी माँ, जय जय भवानी माँ, जय जय भवानी माँ। हे दया करो साई माँ, हे दया करो साई माँ, हे कृपा करो साई माँ, हे कृपा करो साई माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे परम कृपालिनी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ, हे जगदोधारिणी माँ। जय जय भवानी माँ।
मधुर मोहन घनश्याम सुंदर साई आनंद प्रदायक నీవే నా మాత పితా భ్రాతవే సదా సకుడావు గురు దైవము మరి అంత నీవేగా నీదే తనువు నీదే మనసు అంత నీదేగా అనువనున కన కనమున నింది ఉన్న సదయ హృదయ అనువనున కన కనమున నింది ఉన్న సదయ హృదయ మధుర మోహన గణ శ్యామ సుందర సాయి ఆనంద ప్రదాయి నాందాల రాసివోయి ఆ నిన్నే పూజించలేని ఈ కరములేనాడు నిన్నే ధ్యానించలేని ఈ దేహమేలాను కను విందుగా నిన్ను చూడని కన్నులేలను నిన్నే మరిచి నింతలంచని జన్మమేలను నిన్ను పిలువని నిన్ను తలవని జివ్వమేల జీవమేల నిన్ను పిలువని నిన్ను తలవని జీవమేల జీవమేల మధుర మోహన గణ శ్యామ సుందర సాయి ఆనంద ప్రదాయి నాందాల రాసివోయి ఆ మధుర మోహన గణ శ్యామ
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् हे परमेशा पापविनाशा सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् हे परमेशा पापविनाशा सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् त्रिनेत्रधारी जय शिव ॐ त्रिशूलधारी जय रक्षा करो शिव ओम ओम भवभयहारी भक्तोद्धारी रक्षा करो शिव ओम सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् हे परमेश पापविनाश सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् त्रिनेत्रधारी जय शिव ओम त्रिशूलधारी जय शिव ओम भवभयहारी भक्तोद्धारी रक्षा करो शिव ओम भवभयहारी भक्तोद्धारी रक्षा करो शिव ओम सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम्
मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम
मानस भजरे गुरुचरणं
मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम
मानस भजरे गुरुचरणं
दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम
दुस्तर भवसागरतरणं
राधे दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम
दुस्तर भवसागरतरणं
गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय
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 सत्य साई नाथ सद्गुरु जय जय
सत्य साई नाथ सद्गुरु जय जय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ओम
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिवा ओम
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिव
ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओम नमो बाबा
ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओम नमो बाबा
मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम
मानस भजरे गुरुचरणं
दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम
दुस्तर भवसागरतरणं
गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय
गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय
साईनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय
सत्य साई नाथ सद्गुरु जय जय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः ओम
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिवा ओम
अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिवा
ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओम नमो बाबा
ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओंकारं बाबा ओम नमो बाबा
ओम नमो बाबा
ओम नमो बाबा
मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम दुस्तर भवसागर तरणम
Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, dengarlah seruan hatiku, oh Sai, dengarlah seruan hatiku. Suka atau duka, pagi hingga senja Sai, engkaulah bersamaku. Suka atau duka, pagi hingga senja Sai, engkaulah bersamaku. Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, dengarlah seruanku. Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, dengarlah seruanku. Hidup demi hidup, ku berdoa agar kau bersamaku. Usaiku. Hidup demi hidup, ku berdoa agar kau bersamaku. Usaiku. Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, dengarlah seruan hatiku, oh Sai, dengarlah seruan hatiku. Suka atau duka, pagi hingga senja Sai, engkaulah bersamaku. Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, dengarlah seruanku. Sathya Sai Baba, Shri Sai Baba, dengarlah seruanku. Hidup demi hidup, ku berdoa agar kau bersamaku. Usaiku. Hidup demi hidup, ku berdoa agar kau bersamaku. Usaiku.
शिव शिव शंकर हर हर शंकर शिव शिव शंकर हर हर शंकर शंभो शंकर शिव शंभो शंकर पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा साई पार्वती रमणा सदा शिवा शिवशक्ति रूपा अर्तनारीश्वर शिवशक्ति रूपा अर्तनारीश्वर नन्दिवाहना सिंहवाहिनी नन्दिवाहना सिंहवाहिनी जगत्परिपालन जगत्परिपालिनी जगत्परिपालन जगत्परिपालिनी पाहि प्रभु मां देहि विभो पाहि प्रभु मां देहि विभो शम्भो शङ्करा शम्भो शङ्करा शिव शिव शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर शिव शिव शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर शम्भो शङ्करा शिव शम्भो शङ्करा पार्वतीरमणा सदा शिवा साई पार्वतीरमणा सदा शिवा शिवशक्तिरूपा अर्तनारीश्वर नन्दिवाहना सिंहवाहिनी जगत्परिपालन जगत्परिपालिनी पाहि प्रभु मां देहि विभो पाहि प्रभु मां देहि विभो शम्भो शङ्करा शम्भो शङ्करा शिव शम्भो शङ्करा शिव शिव शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर
हे रामदूता हे राम भक्त हे रामदास नमो नमो हे रामदूता हे राम भक्त हे रामदास नमो नमो सीता माता शोक विनाश नाथ नाथ नमो नमो सीता माता शोक विनाश नाथ नाथ नमो नमो मारुतिराय महानुभाव मारुतिराय महानुभाव अति बलवंत नमो नमो वीरांजनेय नमो नमो अति बलवंत नमो नमो वीरांजनेय नमो नमो हे रामदूत हे राम भक्त हे रामदास नमो नमो हे रामदूत हे राम भक्त हे रामदास नमो नमो सीता माता शोक विनाश अनाथ नाथ नमो नमो सीता माता शोक विनाश नाथ नाथ नमो नमो मारुतिराय महानुभाव मारुतिराय महानुभाव अति बलवंत नमो नमो वीरांजनेय नमो नमो अति बलवंत नमो नमो वीरांजनेय नमो नमो हे रामदूता हे राम भक्त हे रामदास नमो नमो
Ramakrishna Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Ramakrishna Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Narayana Hari Hari Om Narayana Hari Hari. Narayana Hari Hari Om Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Sai Deva Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Sai Deva Narayana Hari Hari. Ramakrishna Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Narayana Hari Hari Om Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari. Vishwarupa Sai Deva Narayana Hari Hari. Ramakrishna Vasudeva Narayana Hari Hari.
गुरु नानक जी की जय जयकार, गुरु नानक जी की जय जयकार। जो बोले सो होवे निहाल, जो बोले सो होवे निहाल। अल्लाह साई ले लो सलाम, मौला साई ले लो सलाम। सलाम सलाम लाखों सलाम, सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम। यीशु पिता प्रभु साई राम, यीशु पिता प्रभु साई राम। बुद्ध जोरास्त्र महावीर राम, बुद्ध जोरास्त्र महावीर राम। सलाम सलाम ले लो सलाम, सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम। सलाम सलाम लाखों सलाम, सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम। गुरु नानक जी की जय जयकार, जो बोले सो होवे निहाल। अल्लाह साई ले लो सलाम, मौला साई ले लो सलाम। सलाम सलाम लाखों सलाम, सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम। यीशु पिता प्रभु साई राम, बुद्ध जोरास्त्र महावीर राम। सलाम सलाम लाखों सलाम, सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम। सलाम सलाम लाखों सलाम, सलाम सलाम मेरा सलाम। गुरु नानक जी की जय जयकार।
साई जगन्नाथ, हे 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 साई जगन्नाथ। दीन बंधु साईनाथ, करुणा सिंधु जगन्नाथ। दीन बंधु साईनाथ, करुणा सिंधु जगन्नाथ। हे साई जगन्नाथ, Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Shirdi Jagannatha, He Bhakti Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Shirdi Jagannatha, He Bhakti Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, Deenabandhu Sainatha, Karuna Sindhu Jagannatha, Deenabandhu Sainatha, Karuna Sindhu Jagannatha, He Sai 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 Jagannatha, He Shirdi Jagannatha, He Bhakti Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Shirdi Jagannatha, He Bhakti Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha, He Sai Jagannatha.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bhurvuvaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nat Prachodayat. Om Bhurvuvaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nat Prachodayat. Om Bhurvuvaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nat Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
तत्सत् श्रीनारायणतु पुरुषोत्तमगुरुतु सिद्धबुद्ध तु स्कंद विनायक सविता पावक तु सविता पावक तु ब्रह्ममज तु यहव शक्ति तु येषु पिता प्रभु तु रुद्र विष्णु तु राम कृष्ण तु रहीमताओ तु रहीमताओ तु वासुदेव गो विश्वरूप तु चिदानंद हरि तु अद्वितीय तु अकाल निर्भय आत्मलिंग शिव तु आत्मलिंग शिव तु आत्मलिंग शिव तु असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मातपिता गुरुदैवमु मरियंतयु नीवे स्वामी मरियंतयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलहारति अंदुको मंगलहारति अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शान्तिः समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय। परमं पवित्रं भावाविभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदानं भावाविभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं भावाविभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदानं भावाविभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं भावाविभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीलाविभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदानं भावाविभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि।
My humble pranams to the lotus feet of our Lord Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Saram everyone, I hope you can hear me. If you can just show me a thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Today I'm going to talk about faith in God. Actually, coincidentally, 2 years ago on the 6th of August, I talked about Hungry Ghost Festival. And actually, in fact, today is the first day of the 7th lunar moon. That is the Hungry Ghost Festival month. Okay, I'm going to start now. I just have a few questions to ask you all. You may want to ponder among yourself, go into inward and see what you feel and how you want to react to the answer. Do you have faith in God? How do you know you have faith in God? Have you ever lost faith in God? Perhaps you need to ponder on this. Okay, do you all know what's the definition of faith in God? So I've done some research, and this is what the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy has said, that to have faith in God is to make a practical commitment and the kind involved in trusting God or trusting in God. So, do you have the trust in God and to surrender to Him wholeheartedly? Only that you can answer yourself. So, I believe that I have talked about the stories of Abraham sacrificing Isaac in the Bible, and in the Al Quran, it's called Ishmael. That's the other son. So, this one I gave a talk in 2019 during Hari Raya Korban. So, whereby Abraham have the faith in God and the trust in God that when God says, please sacrifice your son, your firstborn son. And indeed, he brought Isaac or Ishmael up to the hills and is willing to sacrifice him. So when God realized his devotion and his trust in him, the faith in him, So God replaces the sun with a lamb, and they did a sacrificial of the lamb. That's why you have this kind of called Hari Raya Korban. This is the picture that from a movie that Abraham about to sacrifice his son. Likewise, in Moses' story, have faith in God to perform miracles using his staff to convince the Egyptian Pharaoh to release the Hebrew slaves. So if you have watched the movie called Prince of Egypt, God came to Moses when he went into the cave where he saw that the tree has fire, blooming on the leaves. And then God says to Moses, use your staff and I will perform wonders to smite Egypt. So with his staff, when he went to see the Pharaoh, Ramses, that is his like twin step brother, he says, release my people. And then he used the staff, he transformed it into a python. So another time he used the staff with the faith of God, he turned the river Nile to blood by just dipping the edge of the staff into the river Nile. There's Moses, this is from Wings of Yada, and this is Ramses the Pharaoh. Another time he used the staff is to do the parting of the Red Sea. So he had faith in God. With the power of God, through the staff, he is able to perform all these miracles. How do I know I have faith in God? Actually, Swami has given us the solution. Where there is faith, there is love. Where there is love, there is peace. Where there is peace, there is truth. Where there is truth, there is God. And where there is God, there is bliss, Ananda. That's what Swami says. That you must have faith. Then from faith, you cultivate love. And love, it comes that you have a peace in mind. And then from peace, you realize the truth. And when you realize the truth, you know that there is God. And then you experience Ananda. Then why do I experience sorrow then? I hope you all can hear me. Is it because I have lack in of faith in God? The cause of this multiplication of human sorrow may be traced to man's lack of faith in God. That's what Swami has said. Sometimes because you want to surrender it to God, but then you held back because there's certain things that you're not sure. Am I doing this right? And then from there, sometimes you may feel that you have the doubt, and then that's where what Swami says that human sorrow comes about because of our lack of faith in God. So what he's trying to say, you must surrender totally to God. Okay, what is faith in God according to Hinduism? Actually, this is a very good story where I want to bring out is about Prahalad, the ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu. So from here, I try to explain what Hinduism said, which I have extracted from here, the Hindu website.com. So it says that faith has a great significance in Hinduism. Faith in God, faith in the scriptures, faith in the teacher, faith in the path, dharma, possibilities of liberation, inviolable laws of God. These are the few explicit forms of faith which are emphasized in the scriptures of Hinduism as virtuous, highest virtues. So this is a definition that I have obtained from this Hindu website.com. What is the meaning of faith? Because it's not only just faith in God, there are many other things like scriptures, teachers, I mean your guru, the dharma, and the laws of God. So this is what has been explained in this. And the story of Prahalad I'm trying to say is that Prahalad is actually the son of the Ashura king. And actually the king, the father, is asking all the people to worship him. But Prahalad, as a son, still devote his prayers and worship to Lord Vishnu because he always believed that the Lord resides in Lord Vishnu. And many times that the father is trying to kill his own son, throwing him off the cliff, let the elephant stampede on him, and always Lord Vishnu is there to save him. And there's one that why we celebrate Holi festival is because uh, his sister, the king's sister, that he says that don't worry, I'm immune to fire. Her name is Holika, and then she said, let me sit with him in the fire and see that I will probably extinguish him into ashes. But Lord Vishnu, rescued Prahalad again. Instead, Holika was burned to death. And then finally, when this father attempted to kill his own son, then that's where Lord Vishnu came as Narasimha to save him. There is Prahalad and there's Lord Narasimha. Okay, besides in Hinduism, what is faith in God according to Buddhism? Here, there is no belief in a personal God in what Buddha says. Buddhists believe that nothing is fixed or permanent, or that change is always possible. However, in Buddhism, faith refers to a serene commitment of practice of the Buddha's teachings and trust in the enlightened or highly evolved beings, that is the Buddhas or Bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas are beings that are still yet to attain Buddhahood, like Kuan Yin is a Bodhisattva. This is I obtained the definition from Wikipedia. So there is a story that Lord Buddha has mentioned that there's a herd of cows arriving at the river bank, and the mature ones, when they see the stream, they just simply wade across because they're matured. They know because Buddha likened them as enlightened beings who already gone through the stream of ignorance and suffering. But the younger ones, who cows, who are less mature in their wisdom, will stumble apprehensively. That's where you're not sure, because you don't have the kind of faith. So eventually they'll still cross the stream. The last straw are the calves. The calves are trembling with fear and learning how to stand. These vulnerable calves, will stay there, but based on the urging of their mothers, right, by the mooing. So the calves trust their mothers and then willing to cross the stream. So that is what Buddha says is the power of faith. That is a definition of faith. So, for my own experience, I'd like to share with you all. I don't really know how many of you know. I lost my job on 30th of December last year. Actually, in fact, I got the news itself on the day of my birthday. That is 14th of September last year. That I will be retrenched, and they given me 3 months notice, and then I have to look for a job. You know, of course, this news is very devastating to me. But I composed myself. I prayed to Lord Buddha, Kuan Yin, and even and also to Swami. I say, I will surrender my problems to you. I have faith in you that you will solve my problems. I will just go and apply for a job, right? No matter how, if this job, if a job that is good for me, right, and you find that it's good for me, I will get it. If it's not good for me, don't let me have it. Can you believe it? Every day I've been just looking at LinkedIn, JobStreet, Talent.com, Monster.com. I've been applying whatever jobs that is low or high, and some I get rejection, some says they're overqualified, some there are no answers, right? And then I took all these rejections and this and that as the way, how can I improve myself better? Is it my CV is not good, or is it my interviews? Those hours I've been attending interviews that I was subsequently rejected. Whether is there any way I can improve further? Then sometimes I realized that this job may not be suitable for me because the skill set is a bit different. So, as a Buddhist, and I believe in Kuan Yin greatly, and there was once I managed to go back to Penang last year when they opened during RMCO, and I go to the famous Kuan Yin Temple, Beach Street, Penang. As you know, we Buddhists, Kuan Yin devotees, we can shake the fortune sticks, to find out about your destiny in future, what the things that you want to ask. So I asked about a job. and then in the stick, and you get a piece of paper, you can find out what is whether you can or cannot. So the thing was foretold on the paper is that for last year is a very bad year for me because of the evil stars are blocking my faith. So no matter how much I apply, I will not get a job. Then it said for next year will be a better year for me, but the first 6 months will be a turbulent year, rocky year for me. So you may still go through certain setbacks and obstacles in order to get a good job. So I say after the 6 months, then only you can get a job. So I believe in God. I trust in God. I surrender wholeheartedly to God. I have faith in God, and to what is supposed to be as been foretold by the divine, right? Only last week I got confirmation I'm going to get a job in a global bank. I'll start my job on the 20th of September. And in fact, this job is even better because I'm getting more than 15% increase in my previous salary in my former HSBC, where was a place I last worked. So to all brothers and devotees, brothers and sisters, right? We must surrender wholeheartedly to the feet of Swami, and then have faith in Him. He will guide us through the ocean of samsara. No matter how. Sometimes Swami says this can be a test to us to test our devotion, to test our faith in Him. So never waver in your faith in God. God, faith do move mountains. With this, Jai Sai Ram. Thank you.
Sairam, Brother Ronnie, thank you so much for the beautiful message. I think this is something that we all needed, faith in God, because with the pandemic and everything that's going on, I think personally, I've had this question being asked. I asked myself this question about my faith towards God, and his personal sharing really made a lot of sense. I think it was it really benefited. I'm pretty sure it benefited a lot of us. Thank you very much, Brother Ronnie, for taking the time for the wonderful slides as well. Also, next we have Sister Dimple. Can I please have Sister Dimple to unmute herself for the announcement, please?
Thank you, Prashantini. Loving
Welcome.
dear all. Avinash, can you move the slide to the next one? Right, thank you. So after the mesmerizing bhajans, especially inclusion of more family bhajans and a lovely message, please allow the spiritual team to continue with a few upcoming activity announcements. Avinash, actually the slide before this. So just to let you all know that we will be commencing satsang series with Pandit Reverend Sri Vigneshwaran Krishnan from UK. This satsang series will start on August 16th, every Mondays from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Malaysian time for 10 weeks. He is touching on science of religion and self-discovery, moving away from form to the formless and pondering upon idol worship or idol worship. So we would like to invite all of you all to join us. Secondly, SSBC Bangsar and SS3 are jointly organizing Sri Varalakshmi Vardam Puja on August 20th, Friday, from 6:15 p.m. onwards. All devotees are lovingly welcome to join and participate in this auspicious prayer and puja. A step-by-step guide of the prayer and puja will be demonstrated and live streamed to follow on YouTube links. We are performing these prayers to the Divine Mother, who is the all-provider for healing and well-being of the world, Loka Kalyanam. So, we have provided the list of items to prepare in advance for your convenience. We will also be releasing a video soon on this. So stay tuned.
Lower my fans.
And we hope all of you will join us in the prayer. Lastly, we are delighted to announce that the spiritual team will be uploading an update every Sunday evening on our beloved Bala Sundara Ganapati. One photo of the Ganesha after Abhishekam and Alangaram taken each day will be compiled and uploaded on a weekly basis on Bangsar Facebook. It is already up for today, so you may go into the Facebook and actually view the beautiful pictures. So that's all from us. Thank you and Sai Ram.
Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed today's bhajans, and I think we will definitely have more participations from the families. So have a great week, everyone. Stay safe, and take care. Jai Sai Ram.
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि